Have you ever asked two people, how did you meet? We're naturally curious, aren't we, about how people met each other. There are usually special stories and unique moments that every story has. How about I ask you this question? Does it intimidate you to tell someone the story of how you met Jesus? We might think, well, I don't have those kind of skills, or I don't know how I met Jesus, or I never even thought about that. Well, I know that when somebody asks you, how did you meet your spouse or that friend of yours? It's different. It's natural, isn't it? You remember stories from your parents, your grandparents, teachers, and mentors that really stuck with you, that had an impact on you, motivated you, or entertained you so much that you remember them by heart. That's the power of a story. And it doesn't have to come from a master storyteller. It just has to mean something to the person who's telling it. And when we call ourselves a Christian, we're saying that we belong to Christ. That comes with a story that's unique to you. When I was a teenager questioning what church and God really meant in my life, I happened to hear the story of a man that my dad knew. He told the story of going to New York City and walking into St. Patrick's Cathedral. And in that encounter that he had with God was so tangible, so life-changing, that I could see on his face and I could hear in his voice his sincerity. And that story stuck with me so much that later on as a teenager, I wanted to give my life to God. Sharing with someone an encounter that you had with God doesn't have to be scary or require any special skills, and it can make a lasting impact on someone that you never imagined. Just start in your normal conversation whenever the opportunity presents itself, and be sincere. You know, Jesus actually inspired us, empowered us, sent us out to do this. In some of his last words to the apostles, he said, "Go and announce the good news." And he gave us the Holy Spirit to do this. Just as an added benefit, when you share your story with someone about how you met Jesus, your relationship with Jesus will be strengthened. Just like when my husband and I share the story of how we met each other, our relationship grows stronger. So, unlike any other story that you might tell in your life, your story of an encounter with God, an experience with Jesus, can change someone's life and change the whole course of eternity. Don't be afraid to share that spark of hope and share your story.